Hey everyone, it's a new week. So yeah, I'm still playing around with the buildings, the area it's going to go and all that kind of stuff. So this building, or the other one like it, this is how long it is. And so I did a test with my trains, and this thing hung over and the trains hit it in this area. So if I put this one here, this thing hung over to the track and the trains hit it, which was right here. If I move this back here, this actually fits here, and there is tons of room in the back and the rear of the building. So, and this one here is the same width as this one almost. I mean, they're about the same size. That one's maybe, it's about 1/4 of an inch bigger, but there's still room here with the diner spacing. So I'm gonna put that, probably put like a little foundation here just to sit the house on, so I know where it's gonna be, and I can put like a little sidewalk kind of thing. And like maybe a little patio back here, really small. Okay everyone, so this is an area that I masked out to put the foundation area. So I have, this is the house. And I have anywhere that's gonna put like a little patio back here, a little sidewalk along the side and going to the doors. And then this little driveway here, which can hold 2 cars. So I did put in this foundation and the little driveway. I used the foam putty, and then I put in several layers of the flex paste to make it hard. And then I painted it a concrete color, and I touched it all up, and it's all the way around it. In the front, the sidewalk, along the side, and in the back, and then there's a little area here is like a patio area. You can see that I kind of made it so that parts of the concrete were kind of crumbling. That's kind of what I wanted, because it's kind of an old little cottage over here. So we're going to be doing the landscaping right around this area. Good afternoon everyone. So this is the landscaping of the house. So this is the front side that you would see from the street. And this is where I want to add the fencing, is along the cliff areas and the track area. But at some point I'm going to take some of this stuff, and I want it to be along the edge of this. So you only see rock, you don't see this stuff here. But because I know this fencing does leave a little glue around it when I put it in, I'll put the fence and I'll leave some glue around it. And then to cover up that glue, even though it goes a matte finish, you can still kind of see it. I will then put the landscape over that glue area. Everyone, well, I got the fence in. I did tape while I was putting it in. It looked like there was a heck of a lot of glue on there, no? I didn't, the last time I did the other fence over there, I didn't put as much glue on as this. This had actually more glue on it. But it did turn out you can't really see hardly any of the glue. You can see some right here. It did clump up quite a bit right here, so I'm going to have to make it like really bushy there. So what I have to do now is kind of just, basically why I did it like this is any place where there's a lot of glue, and right here's a little gap in the fence, I'm going to put big bushy stuff, and I want to kind of cover up all this stuff here and cover up that. I have 4 along the first row, 4, well 3 buildings, but it actually represents more than that, and then 4 over here. So I need to start finishing the buildings and start lighting them up. I got a couple in there that do light up, but I need to have more, like all of them. So really need to start get cracking over there. So I still have a couple buildings to add the masking paint to. Stuff. I painted a number of my buildings with the masking paint. I had ones remaining. So this is the hardware store and I got that painted pretty good. Also the little taco stand, painted that. Now you can still see there's light leaking through the roof area. So I am going to have to, and I didn't paint this half of the roof. And this is the sporting goods store bait shop. Again, masking paint inside that one. I didn't have masking paint inside my Fresh Market, and I put some in that one too. This little building here, I painted the bottom blue. I wanted to always do blue on this one. Now I started considering putting blue. No, it's not really focusing on that, is it? So I consider putting blue up here in the trim at the top. But I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have blue at the bottom, and then at the top where I started that one top, the area of the window where it's blue, I don't really care for that. So I'm going to try maybe a different color. Good afternoon, everyone. So I put a new street light in over here. I had some video of me putting it in. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted it. I've never done that before, accidentally delete something. But yeah, I put this in yesterday. It took several hours. It was really a pain, this one, to get in. This was not a location where I was going to put a street light, but I did put one there. And this one needed a lot of foam putty and stuff because I had to go through lots of foam and get the cord through, and it was really hard to get the cord through that area. The biggest problem I have with these things is the cords for these lights are not very thick. See how thin they are? They're very, very thin, and they're really hard to get through the layout when it's foam through the size hole that they need or ask for these things. But that gives me now 2 street lights over in this area. Gonna back off. I'll have that one here, and then this one here for the cove. I don't really plan to have too many lights up on the river road. It's supposed to be a country road, and country roads really don't have lights. It's someplace else. So what I've been doing is lighting the lights up and trying to figure out where else I need to put lights, you know, to kind of balance off the layout. 4 pieces of fencing with the bluish gray. I know it's really hard to see it. First of all, it doesn't really focus. Plus it's tiny. And I'm going to put this fencing across the street from the cottage. So that's going to go over here at that feed mill. Right now the house is in the middle of the feed mill, but I'm going to put some fencing along here, and there will also be a piece here. Okay, so I added coarse turf, light green and medium green. Actually got more medium green than I need. Might actually add a little bit more up in this corner where the bridge is going to be. I don't want to put too much of this coarse turf on now because I do want to put the fence on back from this area over here you can see I did a lot more work. I added some flowers, yellow flowers in there, and then I went back over with a lot more of the weeds stuff, and then even added this side does not have any of the medium coarse turf. It only has the light green coarse turf. And then I took some dark underbrush and the darker green over here. So there are going to be trees in both locations. This one will probably have about 3. And then this one I'm hoping to have at least 1 or 2 trees over here. 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. So 3 or 4 trees that way. Like I said, it's going to take several hours to dry. I would say probably 10 to 12 before we can even consider putting the fencing on. I did show you guys the fencing that I made. I painted up some new colors. Oh, here it is. I haven't taken off the spur yet. So I'm going to be going with this bluish gray fence over here. Hey everyone! I got another Woodland Scenic AutoScenes. This is Tim Burr's logging truck. And I gotta say, this is probably the coolest, one of the coolest vehicles I've seen by the AutoScenes people. You get a truck and you get a little figure. And the truck looks really cool. Okay, here we go. Trying to figure out how to get out of there. Okay, the little figure I'm not taking out because they fall out and they're hard to put back and whatnot. I'm really interested in the truck here. Now the tires look like they're somewhat flat and whatnot. And you do get logs and stuff on there. So I want to just look at this truck. That looks cool, guys and girls. Look at the detail level of this N-scale logging truck. That is the front. Let's look at this side here. Oh man, that looks so cool. There's your back of the logs. Look at some of the top. It is awesome looking. Like it's the load's a little too heavy. But I just want to put this on my layout and have it driving around sort of in the rural area over there. It looks really cool, I gotta say. The area that I sort of got inspiration from doing my layout, which was the upper UP of Michigan, or what they call the Upper Peninsula. One of the main things up there is logging. They do a lot of logging up there. And seeing a logging truck on my layout makes a lot of sense. Even though very unique, and the level of detail is fantastic, and that's what I love about these AutoScene vehicles.